Hey everybody, it's Harry from Slap Your Daddy Barbecue, the YouTube channel that teaches you how to master barbecue so you can spread barbecue love. After trying for 5 years to complete an item on my bucket list to eat at Snow's, I'm finally able to try Tootsie and Kerry and Clay's absolutely amazing barbecue. Snow's is about 1 hour from Austin, Texas, and it's voted one of the best barbecue restaurants in Texas. They have a fantastic menu, and their specialty is also Tootsie's pork steak, which is absolutely delicious. The line begins at around 4 a.m. It's snaking around the building about 300 feet or so. We're so happy that we were able to get here 8 o'clock with my host, Yanni, the podcaster, and we were able to get some great chow, show you guys the highlights of all the wonderful food that we ate. How's it going, man? All right, long time, no time. You seem to follow me everywhere I go.
You follow me wherever I go.
So you were here first. So
I was here first. I was in Kansas City first.
Yes, you beat me everywhere.
Everywhere.
Right?
And, it's always good to see you, though, Harry.
So what are you doing here? You're shooting, doing a shoot?
Yeah, I'm doing a piece for Yeti.
Yeti, wonderful,
yeah.
wonderful. Yeah. That's an absolutely gorgeous looking plate there. See if I can, eat my way through all of the crazy good barbecue places.
You can try.
I can try, but there's at least 500 good ones here.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah. Working hard at it. How many briskets you have on? Like 80?
80.
85? So all go in here, or they kind of spread out among the two pits?
Well, the other pit is just ribs. So this is brisket. And then some of the briskets that I wrapped earlier will stick over here. I needed more heat.
More heat, a little longer, a little tougher ones.
So you can rotate all you want, but if it's an even number or an odd number, it's still not going to get everything.
Okay. I've been having a lot of fun trying to cook your brisket in Los Angeles, and people are beating me up, and I say, right. you should go talk to Clay, and then
yeah.
learn a few tricks from Clay.
I don't know about tricks. Yeah. Want to see the rib pit?
Can you give a little tour here?
Got a lot of them panned right now.
Have you have your own seasoning, or you just use S&P?
So, like all the meat except for the sausage is the same seasoning.
Same seasoning? Okay.
Yeah, but
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous here.
The ribs, the chicken, and the pork steak are all going to get mopped. Everything else, like sausage.
And then you use Tootsie's mop? Or you use it? Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. This you like to do what? 225, 250?
Yeah.
Kind of keep it around there. Kind of low and low.
See the plates in here? So from here to here, so here's my hot spot. So this is where I always rotate.
Oh really? That's what is right there. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so the plates will run solid.
Solid.
So here it was too hot, and I was constantly rotating and burning them. No more of that.
So you kind of a little bit shielding here.
Yeah.
So.
And there's the mop.
Oh, that's the Tootsie's famous mop. Okay, here's Tootsie's famous mop. Can't tell you what's in there.
And then everything will get panned, and it'll kind of like some people will wrap their ribs in people. Basically, that's like our resting wrap.
And then it gets nice and tender, ready for service.
Yeah.
So you try to start the ribs early in the morning?
About 1:45.
1:45.
First 3 will come off at 6:30.
6:30.
And then I'll just kind of slow everything down. Depends on how the girls come out and how people are ordering.
Yeah. How many racks do you go through usually?
There's 60 on this one, and then I think I gave Tootsie 5 extra over there.
And then you keep you going to 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, long. I mean.
Well, the ribs won't make it till 1.
Yeah.
If anything does, it'll be brisket and
sausage. Looks this is even longer than I had imagined. Right?
Yeah.
Is this normal, or this is a busy day?
This is like normal now.
Now, what is your top 3?
Mine would be Louis Mueller.
Louis Mueller.
After this, I would go and order a beef rib. And sausage. You're going to get a big piece of brisket. They hand out pieces of brisket to everyone at the counter.
Okay.
But that's where you're going to find like what you hear about people with all the pepper down here in the bar. It's coming from this family. And so his beef rib is magic. In Austin, I think the best brisket is probably Valentina's.
Okay, I have to go back and try it.
Have you seen her pit over here?
You can give me a tour on the pit here. Kerry. You guys do an amazing job here.
Thank you, sir.
I see, absolutely amazing. All right, here's a piece of clay. 11 to noon. Okay, here we go. Super tender, moist, fatty, salty, smoky. All of the hallmarks of a fantastic Texas rib here. So these pits go back a ways in the design and construction.
These are from 08.
08.
All the other pits were 2003. And then there's like an extension onto this pit right here.
What is that?
It's just like an extra door. But when Texas Monthly gave him #1 the first time, they called him and they said, hey, you know, you're going to need to get ready. A lot more people are going to come. So he just added, you know, where he could just add like 5 more briskets and realized that wasn't going to do it. Had to add this.
You guys need more room right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you any plans to add more pits?
We're gonna do this. We're gonna take this one out and then add probably a 500. That one connects to the firebox. So the only meat that will go in there that's wrapped. I can't put unwrapped meat in there because of the way it burns. So we're gonna disconnect that and just be able to cook on that. So either ribs or brisket or both will go on that one.
You're gonna like make your own pit, or you're gonna have somebody make it for you?
We're having a guy make it, but he's gonna. A lot of the guys here will only make like their style. So we found somebody that was like, make us.
Yeah, make it our way.
Because you know, like we don't have. I'm not used to doing, you know, like a mower. You know, that's super efficient.
Super fast, yeah, super.
And
Yeah, your stacks are 6 inch, right? So like a mower is like 8 to 10 inches.
Right.
There's a lot of draw, right?
it's a lot of really good draw. I'm just used to like correcting the error. It's not having one over, you know, no scale.
So this draw is not as fast as like a Moberg, right?
No, it's not, but it definitely pulls. You know, like if it were set up,
it's
probably
dual,
like
it's
a
dual,
mower,
right? It's dual stack, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It would probably pull crazy amount, but it's pretty tall. If you go out on the ribbon over here,
It goes up a ways. So I guess the taller the stack, right? The bigger the draw, right? The vacuum action increases, right? So this is a good, what, 10 feet beyond this?
This is where we first had him. We added that up there.
Oh, okay.
So once we added that,
He draws a lot faster.
we were wrapping earlier.
Earlier, huh?
And then all of a sudden the briskets went from 10 hours to 9 hours. I like it. I'm a fan of it.
Well, you know, you cooked on it for many years, so
Yeah.
you know, like what I can say, like a kind of old shoe. Once you get used to the shoe, it fits. You make it work. Yeah, and then this is the tradition and the history is there. It's all about the pitmaster. At the end of the day, we always say, right? The pit is important, but at the end of the day, it's your personality and your energy that goes in there, right? So this one, there's nothing in here. You have a kind of backup.
No, but
Backup.
anything that's going to be in here is wrap.
Wrap. Okay. So just make sure that you keep it warm.
This
Kind
is
of
a lot
warm.
of our smaller ones. I didn't rotate it.
Put them in
because
here.
I'm not going to.
These are what? Maybe 6 pounds, 7 pounds.
They were probably 6. All the other ones were 7.
7.
Some of these look like they were 5, maybe 4.
Now, I know everybody keeps asking me the kind of grade of brisket that you guys use. I mean, you want to...
It's select.
It's select, right? So
like 80% of it's select.
Select.
And then you'll get like a little bit of choice. Like I've seen every once in a while I'll see a couple of this is choice.
Yes, sir. So, you know,
It's just you know, it's like preference. And so when you eat at Franklin's or Truth is another really good place.
Truth.
You know, they're using prime and it's like really rich. So, you know, you can either eat a whole bunch of it or not or whatever, but it's
too rich.
delicious.
Too rich, yeah. That's like when you eat like a Wagyu, there's not a lot you can eat because it's just so rich. I like a plain old Angus.
I do too.
Yeah. So for those watching this video, you guys want to know how it's done. Clay goes by years and years of feel. He can pick up the brisket, and he's a brisket whisperer. He'll know exactly how much time the brisket needs and put on the shelf accordingly. The ones that are not done go on top, right? And then the ones that are more done go at the bottom.
Right. And so I'm not feeling the point, I'm feeling the flat.
Eating the
And
flat.
then I'm really doing this.
Show them the king at the bottom. He's pushing the
Right.
bottom.
So if this is soft, the point's automatically
soft. So don't worry about the point, just worry about the flat. Once you get the flat right, as I've told you guys many times, the point is going to be super
And
done.
you can even like brownie test it with like a toothpick.
Toothpick.
I'll use a fork as long as you don't have a whole lot of residual. If you're cooking that way in tenfold, then these won't go through a big rest. So it'll be like 20 minutes to an hour, but most of the time they come off, or when they're done, we'll send them in.
the service line
it's
back
a
there.
little too hot.
So hopefully the girls have kind of gloves on and
Yeah, and by the time they get in there, they've cooled, you know, so.
So Tootsie, that's a special technique you just did, right? Kind of like, cover the intake a little bit. So it's not so.
To keep from stepping in it and packing it all over the floor.
Oh, okay then. All right. And you don't want to interrupt her. Just a pleasure to meet you. My name is Harry from Slap Your Daddy BBQ from Los Angeles. I was there when you were inaugurated to the KCBS Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so. All right, best brisket sandwich, right? With onions, brisket, a little bit of the beef tallow, beef fat. As I saw him pour the beef fat out for you. So
It falls off the bread.
Fall off the bread, yeah. Works right through the bread.
cheers and bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
That's a killer, good sandwich here. Right.
Nothing like it.
Yeah, it's juicy.
Meat's already juicy. Then you've got the potato salad that just adds that kind of tart bite.
Yep.
The chicken skin with the crunch. It's just exceptional.
It's excellent.
Look at that beautiful color. So that the kind of reddish part is called the smoke ring.
You can eat the cartilage. That's my favorite part.
It's a little rib tip bones. So Chef, what do you think of the rib? Delightful. You guys may not know, but the best part of the chicken is the oyster. Yeah. Oyster texture.
It is
Yeah.
so good.
Good. And this is the famous select brisket. A little bit of point and flat. Super delish. Absolutely tender, moist, beefy, and it's hot, piping hot from the pit. And according to Clay, he assures me that these are select briskets. So there you go, select briskets, fabulous tasting select briskets. And I couldn't cook the brisket as well as this. You know, these guys here can. Kudos to Carrie, Tootsie, and Clay for putting on a fantastic show for all the people standing in line. All right, so this is Tootsie's famous pork steak. Beautiful color, smoke ring, and pork steak. All right. Super moist, smoky, really good pork steak.